Olds.
Just before I start, I have a statement too I'd like to read. At this hour of the night, and at my age, I would never remember what I wanted to say if it weren't written down. Yes, Tom, we did arrest the protesters, but we waited 7.5 hours to do it. Now, I'm not naive enough to believe that the police department made that decision on their own. I'm sure it was made by the mayor and I don't know who else. And so I think it's too bad that they were allowed to stay there blocking people's free speech for 7.5 hours. First of all, I want to say that even though I originally voted against the item, I'm very sorry that the majority of my colleagues did vote for it and caused so many people so much pain and grief and embarrassment. I was elected to represent my district here in Berkeley, and I can say with certainty that a majority of my constituents felt shame and dismay at the actions of the city council, and they let us know within a few days after the vote was taken. They do not think that dealing with this issue is productive for the city of Berkeley, and frankly, they resent that their tax dollars are being spent to deal with this issue rather than on essential services like fixing the streets, enforcing traffic, and providing for safety in our community. I have a different perspective on history than most of my council members because I was an adult during World War II, and my twin brother was a Marine who fought in that just war. He and his fellow Marines were heroes to all of us, and we owe them a deep gratitude. I am personally opposed to the war in Iraq. I think it's an illegal and unjust war, but this council has already gone on record officially opposing the war. The war in Iraq, we all agree, should end now. So that's not the issue. The issue is how can we as a city council most effectively use our energy and resources to end this ghastly war. I do not agree that insulting the Marines and asking them to leave town is effective in the end goal to stop the war. We should be directing our efforts toward Washington, D.C. We should be putting pressure on Feinstein and Boxer and Pelosi. And most of all, in November, we should make sure that everyone is registered to vote and that we get those warmongers out of office. Let's not lose sight of the end goal and get caught up in bickering with each other about petty details. We want the war to end. Let's keep our eyes on our goal, and the right to free speech is our greatest privilege. Let each side in this debate have their opportunity, and let's get on with the work we are elected to do. While some members on the council may feel that we do not owe an apology, I feel that an apology is in order to the city of Berkeley for all the time, resources, and embarrassment and that we have been dealing with on this issue.